Greetings, metal community. It's Roger back with another big collection update. This time we'll touch in on a lot of different genres. This time, this is just the rest of my inbox. I have had a stack of CDs for a long time that I haven't shown, so it's about time to do it. To clear out the inbox to make room for. I'm having some big packages coming next week, hopefully, so then it will be more new stuff. This is Temple of Scorn from Denmark, Funeral Altar Epiphanies, or whatever you call this. I will link it up below, as I will do with all this shit. Killer album. This is out on Transcending Obscurity, so that's the reason why I have it on CD and not vinyl, because I don't buy vinyl from that label anymore due to the horrendous colors. But yeah, it's you get a pretty varied. You have up tempo, I wouldn't say blasting, but up tempo death metal. You have mid-paced black death metal and kind of a little bit doomier parts as well. I do feel they have a little bit of like an evil undertone to the music. Great juicy vocals. It's not as deep as the normal kind of Danish style, you know, like Undergang and all that stuff. But yeah, just a fucking great. It's so heavy and juicy in the sound as well. So very well produced and absolute a banger. So if you haven't heard Temple of Scorn, go and check it out. I highly recommend this for fans of death metal. Yeah, we can continue in Norway, and this was a great release that came out right over a new year. Sovereign with Altered Realities. This is actually just plain death thrash, but it's very good. It's actually excellent, I would say. Norway has started to kind of produce a lot of thrash-related music now that has high quality, and this is another one of those bands that really are doing it great. I wouldn't say it's kind of old school, it doesn't, because of the production and stuff, it sounds very modern, but it of course are kind of inspired by the kind of breaking point between thrash and death back in the days. But it's just very well done, and great sounding, great vocals. I would say the vocals are a little bit it's right smack in the middle of between death and thrash, really. So great album. So if you want some thrashy death metal or deathy thrash metal, this is an album that you should go and check out, because it's quality stuff, once again from Norway. So I will continue in Norway. Picked up this one, was missing in my collection, didn't really need it, paid a little bit more than, or I paid more than it's actually worth, like quality wise. But yeah, I just kind of always wanted to listen to this properly. It's not a very good album. There's a couple of really good songs here, and there's a couple of 3-4 really bad songs here, and some songs that you don't care about at all. And they also have kind of done a classic guitar version with vocals of the Stop song, which is an absolute banger song on the first album, and they totally fucked it up with this version. So if you're looking for Equinox stuff, it's the first two albums that count. The rest of it is kind of just this was a whole filler collector's con, but it is Norwegian, kind of a classic band, so I did want to have it in my collection. But don't be surprised if I sell it at one point. it will be one of the first to go if needed. So when I was up in Trondheim to attend to the Nidrosian black metal mass, I picked up a couple of tapes. First off, Celestial Bloodshed with Omega and the blood-stained Evocations. Really cool slipcase tapes with kind of different covers, which is cool when the slipcase and the tape is just black with yeah, really well done tapes. And the Omega one is looking like this inside, and with so yeah, great booklets, very professionally done, and very cool to have. I do have them on other formats, but yeah, I just wanted to buy something when I was watching stuff live. I also picked up 2 tapes by Mare. I do have this on vinyl, so I have not taken off the shrink. Ebony Tower and the Stairs Like Death Throne of the 13th Birth, which is a compilation, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, great Norwegian black metal. Played a fantastic gig as well. Then we can continue on to Sweden and some more tapes when we are at it. Seen this several times in the metal community the last couple of years. Crystal Lake with Far Beyond Divine Horizons. I won't say that this is a kind of a hidden gem, because it's not that fantastic, but it's really cool. It's kind of different from a lot of the bands back in the days, and I would say the vocalist is very inspired by kind of At the Gates, especially the Red in the Sky. Is very intense and kind of almost bursting like Tompa did on that one, and musically has a little bit touch of the Gothenburg scene, but it's a little bit more deathy than that, and very kind of out there, a little bit spacey death metal. But it's a good release, but it's not fantastic in my opinion. But it's cool to have it. Also picked up Furbowl, another, early Swedish band. I think this was recorded in '92, and both this tape is out on Fallen Empire. But yeah, good Swedish 92 death metal. You don't need to kind of overtalk that point, because it is what it is. Another Swedish well-known band, Demonical. Let me see, Into the Victory. This is kind of a single with a Ramones cover. Yeah, just got it in there when I ordered some other stuff. It's a good, Demonical is good. So yeah, then we are going to some more old stuff from Sweden. This is a killer demo compilation of the band Mefisto. It contains of Megalomania and the Puzzle. I think 86 and 85, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the poster. What it looked like. Cool artwork. I did show this when I opened the package from Duplicate Records. This is a Darkness Shall Rise release. They have done some really cool vinyls lately. But yeah, this is very early kind of evil thrash, like almost blackened thrash, I would say, like the first EP by Sodom, early Creator as well, very evil. It's almost blackened vocals on this, and you could say this is like a proto black metal in a way, but a lot of cool songs. I've heard Betrayed Truth before. It's been covered by a band, but I don't remember exactly what band I've heard that song before I bought this. Otherwise, this was kind of totally unknown to me. I did give it a little short listen on YouTube before I bought it, but it was a really cool release to get into the collection. And it sounds pretty good as well, so it's not as bad as the Creator stuff that was released last year, but yeah, killer album or compilation. Another one of the early Swedish kind of, I wouldn't say melodic, but blackened. It's a Sarkasm with a touch of the Burning Red Sunset. I don't remember when this originally came out, but might find it out or not. Cool booklet with the lyrics. Yeah, 94 at least. So yeah, this is really good as well. It's kind of in the vein of unanimated, a little bit necrophobic, kind of in this that borderline of death metal or blackened death metal, a little bit of that, you know, Dissection demos before they turned black metal as well. If you like that stuff, this is a really good release. Again, the sound is pretty good. Yeah, 94, and you have the 92 and 93 stuff as well. I could have checked that out with one fixed. It's like, yeah, 94, and yeah, really good stuff. I really enjoy this. If you like that type of music, it's not very, there's not a lot of that kind of melodic Gothenburg shit in there, so that's just kind of a little bit sprinkles of it, I would say. Yeah, then we can move on to a pile of CDs here, or maybe we should go to England. I was into a seller and ordered some stuff, and I just had to pick this up. Spinal Tap. I really enjoyed Spinal Tap as a comedic. I won't say the music is fantastic, but the price was not bad at all, and this is, you know, an OG from '92. So yeah, just fun to have in the collection. I don't know how many times this will be played, but yeah, good fun to have. I also picked up a vinyl edition of this brilliant English black metal band called Efraah Enhsikaah, which I pronounce wrong every time, I'm sure, but yeah, this kind of, yeah, no lyrics or anything, but yeah, this is just fucking killer. I would say modern death metal, black metal. So yeah, really cool, out on Osmos Productions, and of course black vinyl. But yeah, great black metal album. So I'm sure you have checked it out already. Yeah, we can go to Russia, Jassa. Maybe we can focus it on a little bit. But yeah. Zeals in the Temple of Death, 2023, out on Werewolf Production. Yeah, I know Werewolf, blah blah, but this band is more heathenism. It's not like NSB at all, so don't worry. I don't care much about that shit anyway, but yeah, I can't, you know, not buy good metal just because it's on a label that somebody are telling are crap because of some of the bands that are on there. But yeah, Russian, kind of a little bit, I wouldn't say folky, but there is kind of the guitar playing here is very cool. It's a great album. Love the drumming on this as well. He uses a lot of the big toms. And yeah, this is a fucking killer album. Once again from Jassa. I'm sure it's not pronounced that, but it's very murky cover. But yeah, black metal, great stuff. You do get you know, a variation of vocals, a little bit deathy vocals, and of course black vocals. But as I said, they have this kind of undertones of a kind of folky atmosphere in them. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic album. Go and check it out if you want some quality black metal. Then we are going to Poland, and I won't try to pronounce this band name because I can't. It looks like this. I will of course link it up below, so you can go check it out. Very cool cover. This is, I would say, kind of speedy black metal, or black and speed metal. The first song here though is more kind of a Destroyer 66 song, but it's more like in the vein of Hellripper, I would say. Not as blackened vocals as Hellripper, but yeah, Okrütnik or something. If you can focus on that. Yeah, I guess not. But yeah, that other dude. So yeah, I really enjoy this one. As I said, it's speedy, a lot of speed metal, heavy metal riffs, but also black metal, and the vocals are for sure black metal. It is out on Ossuary Records, another 2023 release that I picked up. But yeah, really enjoyable if you like kind of black and speed metal, I guess. Also picked up this. I'm pretty sure I've shown this before, but who cares? Magnus, Death Revolution, came on Awakening Records in China. This is also kind of a I don't know where to put these guys either, you know, kind of a death, thrashy death metal in a way, but a little bit more occult. I would say vocally it's kind of more like Piotr from Vader, a little bit of that roaring death metal sound or vocals. Really cool. Have a fantastic video for one of the songs there, which is very much over the top, but really cool. And most of this is actually really good, but they have a couple of songs that are yeah, I don't know, not as good, but you know, I would say probably two of these songs could have been left out, but apart from that, that's a great kind of thrashy death metal. Sounds very old school, and that's very cool. And as I said, vocally more against Vader. Then we have the new Leprophiliac from Spain, Gein, based on some yeah, I don't know what it was, serial killer stuff or whatever. I'm a big fan of Leprophiliac, but this album kind of disappointed me a little bit. It was a lot due to the sound. It's very dry. It's yeah, changed up a little bit compared especially to the first album. It's still a very good album, but it's yeah, I need to spin it more, but it was a little bit disappointing compared to what I expect. I had high expectations of this as well, so that's not always a good thing to go into an album. But especially the couple of first songs are very a bit monotonous and doomy, slow, and with a kind of dry vocals as well. So but it picks up, you know, after the first couple of songs, it picks up and it gets better. So but I will give it a couple of more spins. I think John over at Rock and Metal Plus did show this a while back, but yeah, Gonna take this one, show a little bit vinyl. I had to pick this up on vinyl. Nightag, Burial, Utterances of From Below. Killer compilation, or split. This is fantastic. I do love both of these bands. More in the vein of doomy death metal. I won't say they are death doom. Maybe Nightag is death doom. Burial is more kind of variated, but have this kind of doomy, evil feel to them. But yeah, killer cover as well. And you get 3 tracks by Nightag and 2 by Burial, and it's a it's a full album length of it. So yeah, but absolute killer. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have this already, but if not, go and check it out. It's quality. It's out on Rotted Life, and of course you have to get on black vinyl. I ordered this from Burial themselves because that was the cheapest way to get it. But yeah, don't need to say much more about this, I think, because yeah. Then we go to Vic Records. This is a compilation of Dead Ends demos and maybe an EP. I don't remember. This is a Death Doom band. I think they released a couple of albums 10 years ago or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe it was longer, but they do have a couple of albums. I have never heard them, I think, but this is an EP from 93, a demo from 92, 91, and some live stuff. Pretty good. I would say this leans more towards the English Death Doom, you know, a little bit Anathema and a little bit Decomposed, maybe. More that style. It's a little bit rougher, and especially on the vocal side, it's kind of a little bit unfinished, but pretty solid Death Doom. Yeah, continuing in Netherlands, this is a reissue of the first album, I think, Bodyfarm, Malevolence. This is the old logo, so if you felt a little bit confused about it. Not as good as the newer stuff, but still a pretty good album. I was missing this in my collection, so I felt that it was worth picking up, and yeah, it's a good one. But as I said, the newer stuff is better than this. And we have some German stuff. This is again 2023 Adversum, Funeral Doom, Vama Marga. Funeral Doom from Germany, as I said, slow, very good. Do have the synth player from Evocations is playing on this album as well, and you can kind of hear it. It is a little bit Evocations inspired as well, but it's not a copy. This is out on Moribund Records. Really good. There was one guy in my comment section who said, talked about this album, but yeah, great Funeral Doom if you're into that stuff. Another German band that I did show the new album from. This is the I think this is originally in 18 or something. Yeah, Kriegszittern. This is the self-titled stuff. Has the first album and some other stuff on it. Out on Chaos Records. Yeah, the EP from 19 and some released live stuff on the end. Kind of very straightforward death metal, but the vocalist here is damn brutal. Not like he's deep and growl, is just very powerful and has a lot of energy in him. So yeah, the new album is really good. So it's well worth checking out this as well. The last one is, yeah, this is from Germany as well, I think. This is Archaic Torse with Sneak Attack. This is also out on Vic Records. Old, yeah, death thrash from the Netherlands. It's, yeah, it's pretty good. It is not fantastic, but it's really cool to have. It's kind of in the vein of, yeah, bands like Demolition Hammer, yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. There's more bands like that, but yeah. So if you like that type, go and check it out. Next one was something I got from Simon Pieface in a VSCLT, and you know, Alchemist from Australia, I think. Jar of Kingdom. This is, to use a Australian word, bonkers. Wild, all over the place. It is death metal, but yeah, it's. I mean, I kind of laugh when I listen to this because it's so all over the place and extremely experimental, twisted death metal. There are some female vocals here as well, and yeah, if you want to listen to something weird that kind of puts you in a good mood, do go and check out this album, because it definitely put a smile on my face when I listened to this album. I don't know if I will play it a lot, but it's very cool to have in there. And this is, of course, an original Lethal. When Simon sends stuff, it's not a cheap reissue. It's quality stuff from him, as always. Yeah, as I said, it's just fucking bonkers. And I can't say anything more than that. Also picked up a album by Ratos de Parau from Brazil, Necropolitica. This is kind of, it is thrash, but it is, I don't know if it's punk thrash or hardcore thrash in a way. Not their best work. This is 2021, I think, release. I do like the earlier stuff with the, you know, Brazil and those albums, Anarchophobia. They are way better, but it's a decent album, but this might find a new owner. Then I'm gonna end this video with a bunch of stuff from Canada. First out is Sarkasm. Yeah, this was kind of disappointing. Death thrash, I would say. Especially the vocals are very, very thrashy. And yeah, this is just okay. It's nothing special at all. I do think these guys did some demo stuff back in the early 90s, but yeah, it was not as good. I didn't pay much for it, so it doesn't matter, but yeah, just okay death thrash. And I picked up Expunged Visions of Agony. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this band. If you like Swedish HM2 death metal, you know this band. Pretty good stuff. Don't buy a lot of these, but yeah. I think it was 2023, yes. Out on CD and Records. Yeah, but it's a good Swedish HM2 death metal release. Also picked up the split between Cruel Fate and Expunged, 4 songs each, or 5 by Expunged and 4 by Cruel Fate. Cruel Fate is very much in the same vein, but a little bit more maybe Expunges is kind of more a little bit death and roll inspired, I would say. Cruel Fate is more, yeah, in the vein of Grave, if I remember correctly. But yeah, pretty good split as well, and they fit well together. Then I have 3 more albums to show you, and all by the same band. This is Martyr and Hopeless Hopes. This originally came out in, oh damn, it doesn't say, of course. I think it's 96 that originally came out. It might be earlier, I don't remember, because this is all you get inside. It's black vinyl, it's pretty cheap reissue of it, but it's cool. This is an album I listened to quite a bit on YouTube, so I really wanted this on vinyl. But the seller had the 2 other releases as well, so I just bought them all. Technical progressive death metal, especially this one is in the vein of kind of later death, a little bit of like atheist, cynic, pestilence, fears, kind of that type of death metal. Pretty good. The vocals are a little bit more later Chuck Schuldiner, I would say. Not a copy of it, but it's more in that vein. Really good album. It's not fantastic, but it's really good album, and I'm very happy to have this on vinyl, or it could have been an original CD. I wouldn't mind that at all, but yeah, it sounds pretty good as well. They have done a good job with it. It's just wish there was more information or something more than just this, but yeah. But a great album. Then I also picked up the when was this released? Doesn't of course say, but this is way later. I should have double checked, but this is fucking killer. This is Warp Zone is the name, and this is just pure class, technical progressive death thrash is kind of the way to put this. The vocalist could have been a little bit deeper, I would say, but apart from that, it's great musicianship, it's great songwriting. This is an album I've listened to a lot. I played this more than the other 2 together, so this was just fucking killer album if you like that style of music, and yeah, try them out. I will link them up below. But yeah, should be nice to remember when this came out. But fucking brilliant band, brilliant album in that genre. Also picked up their latest one. Doesn't say any year on this either, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the latest one. Not as this is kind of a little bit too much. They kind of overdo the technicality a little bit too much. Still a good album, and also the vocals are yeah, very thrashy vocals on here, and I would have loved to be a little bit more deathy vocals. Still a very good album, but it's a good step down from the Warp Zone. This is called Feeding the Abscess. But yeah, go and check out this band, especially the Warp Zone album is killer. This is, if you like a little bit over the top, you know, technicality, and yeah, it's just, I don't see the point. You could have a polylined inner, that's probably cheaper as well, but yeah. Cool to have this. Sorry for the lengthy video, but I just needed to get this out of the way. So thanks as always for watching, and be sure